Hi guys, this is Edudan Inspirations. We bring you another well-packaged nourishment. On today's topic, the principled life building personal principles. The principled life building personal principles. Well, it is said that if you don't stand for anything, you will fall for everything, and that is why it is important that everyone, especially the young people, now that you're young, to build good principles, personal principles for yourself, and live by these principles. Now, there should be things you cannot do, there should be things you will not do, there should be things you can do, and there should be things you cannot do. Okay, but you know that the choices you make will absolutely depend on your personal principles that you have built over the years, and that is why you must start now. Have you asked yourself this question? Why do I do the things that I do? Do you do them to impress others, or do you do them because everyone else is doing it? Why do you do the things you do? It is necessary, it is expedient, young man, young lady, to live your life based on strong personal principles and based on strong scriptural principles that you have learned over the years, not to impress others, not because of what others think, not according to what others feel or say about you, or not according to how you feel, but then it should be according to principles. And take note of this, not according to random events. Some people say, what will be will be. What will be will never be except you make it happen. And there are some things that are not supposed to be, but they are because of lack of principle and because of mistake. So it should show you that your principled life will help you to make some kind of unnecessary mistakes. A principled life, I say again, will help you to avoid some kind of unnecessary mistakes. That is why your life must be built on firm principles according to scriptures, principles according to lessons that you have learned over the years, so that you don't just live like every Dick and Harry. Now, you must avoid this great mistake of living to please other people. Let me tell you something about humans. You see, humans, you will never be able to please humans, no matter how much you try. How many people do you want to please out of the billions of people in the world? So you owe yourself that responsibility to live a principled life. Now, you should take note of this. Number one, you cannot impress everyone. Number two, take note that not every guy is worth your company. Not every girl is worth your company. Not everybody qualifies to be your friend, and not everybody is worth your presence. You should not be what the Hausas call nakoa, everybody's own. You cannot please everybody. Guy, lady, young man, young woman. Very, very careful. It is time for you to evaluate and check up. It is time for you to look inward and ask yourself, do you live according to principles, or do you live randomly like every Dick and Harry? Now remember that the things that matter most must never be at the mercy of things that matter least. And you should also remember that future joy must not be traded with present pleasure or present infatuations. And that is why I leave you with these questions. Number one, do you have personal principles? Number two, are you living a principled life? On what basis are those principles, or what are the basis on which your principles are built on? Remember that the joy of the future is dependent upon the choices that you make today, and the kind of life you live today also will also determine the future. Don't forget, maybe let me coin it in a better way. Remember that the joy of the future is dependent upon the choices and the kind of life you live today. And the choices and the kind of life you live today is highly dependent upon the principles that you have built. So, if you live a well-principled life based on personal principles and scriptural principles, you will make good choices. And if you make good choices today, your tomorrow will be better, your tomorrow will be bright. And trust me, you will have no regrets for tomorrow. A principled life, living a life of principle. What kind of life is your life based on principles while living the random life to please other people. This is Educate Inspirations. If you have not liked our channel, please don't forget to like it now and then subscribe to the channel also. And above all, don't forget to share with other people so that they also can get and benefit from what you are getting. Once again, this is Educate Inspirations.